Tommy is a very independent gentleman. He always comes at a certain time, you can nearly set your watch by him, with his daughter, who accompanies him to the post office to collect his pension and to pay some of his bills, what he calls his bits and bobs. Tommy's daughter has been accompanying Tommy for a number of years now. Although Tommy's eyesight is failing, he's still very, very independent. He likes to do his own thing and likes it done in a particular way. After a time, Tommy's daughter had to go in for an operation, and then it became the duty of Tommy's grandson to take Tommy in to collect his pension. And that's where things changed. Tommy just came in, he collected the pension, and the son began to collect the pension for him. Now initially, we didn't pay a lot of heed to the fact that the bills weren't being paid the normal way. We just thought it was a new system in place and we didn't know. We weren't sure where the money was going. Certainly it wasn't going to pay the bills. What alerted us and concerned us was the changes in Tommy's spending patterns. When we realised that over a certain period of time Tommy's bills were no longer being paid, and that Tommy's pension was being regularly collected and it didn't seem to be going anywhere. So we did give it a bye ball, so to speak. But after a time, we noticed Tommy became a wee bit more withdrawn. He was a great character and he had great banter with all the staff. It sort of became a case of that he came in, collected and left, and very, very withdrawn, and you knew that something wasn't right. And I suppose this all really came to a head one day when Tommy came in with his grandson. And Tommy's very agitated, and as was his grandson. He was actually jostling Tommy, the grandson. Very agitated. Tommy came up to the counter and asked, you know, how things were, how much money had been paid upon his account. And when we informed him that nothing was paid on his account, his grandson became very aggressive with both the staff and Tommy himself. He actually shouted at him, "Don't you know I pay this in cash?" and frog marched Tommy out of the post office. We knew we had to do something, but we weren't exactly sure where to start. When we rang social services, it was a bit of a to-do. We were passed from pillar to post. And what can happen is, after a while, other things take more importance, and the importance of the event, or the significance of the event, started to fade, and you lose your nerve a wee bit. You build yourself up to think, we have to do something about it, and when it doesn't happen immediately, it becomes a wee bit frustrating, and then you begin to doubt yourself. So now that we have come through the situation and know how to handle it, we're much more comfortable with it. We're much more aware of the problem, to what to look out for, what to do when we suspect it. What would have helped would have been a leaflet or a telephone number that would have directed us to the department which would have dealt with the problem effectively and immediately, rather than being passed from pillar to post and a degree of uncertainty crept into the whole situation. The outcome of the situation we were never told about.